Good morning.
Good morning. And how are you?
Oh, pretty good. You can hear me okay?
I can hear you perfectly. You sound great.
My computer's going through, I foolishly did an update. Now it's like asking me a bunch of questions. So hopefully we can continue to function.
Of course. Yes, that is the golden rule of IT. Friday afternoons are not the day for
No.
update patches, right?
Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen? Then Monday morning, you're pulling your hair out. I learned that a long time ago. Well, good. You got your coffee?
I do have my coffee.
Fantastic. What are you drinking this morning?
Just your basic, I think it's just Starbucks breakfast blend.
Oh, nice. Okay. I've been we go through flavors here, and so
Oh,
yes, this one is the seasonal. I guess it's butter pecan from the Dunkin' Donuts K-Cups.
donuts.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. There
pretty
you
good.
go.
I like it. Be that as it may, for all of you out there, hopefully you're enjoying a steaming cup of Joe while you're watching this, whether it's 2 o'clock in the morning or whenever. We are back. This is our rematch for here comes Battle Cat. She hears me talking. Scenario 5 from Thunder on the Mississippi. This is Loring's Memorandum, The Other Side. And if you've not watched the first one, we advise you to stop here, as we do every time. Go back and watch that one. At least you'll be aware of the special rules. So if you don't have a copy of the game and you're just mystified by what's going on here, stop here. That way you will not be spoiled by all the other things that happen in this one. Because we will be talking a little bit about inverse strategies or comparisons to the previous game. That's just our nature. But on the other side of the microphone, I got Roger here. He is taking the Union today. I will be taking the Confederates. And there's not a lot that we have to do. Did you have any insights or thoughts about this one during the week that you want to try out?
I was looking at this because I do like to play it differently than you did, whether I agreed with what you did or not. I have a hard time seeing alternative strategies in this. Maybe I'm just being blind. I feel like there's kind of like a way as the Union player, because I was like working with my little spreadsheet going, well, if I do this, well, he'll just counter with that. Okay, now I lose. If I try this, he's going to counter with that, and I lose. I feel like there's kind of a way to play this scenario. Maybe I'm just missing something. I don't know. I'll try. I'll see what you do. I think I think you're kind of scripted to start as well, and hopefully the 95th Ohio will survive. And otherwise, it's like just giving you a point right off the bat.
Yeah, they put us a little bit on rails with the first 2 activations, and I certainly liked and will probably emulate, depending on the die roll, of course, what you did in the first one. I think having Stevenson and Loring make their initial offensives is probably pretty sound. It's just how far out do you leave them twisting if you don't get that next initiative? And that's always my concern, because the clapback is always severe with you. Like, I'm going to do this. Oh no. Oh no, here he comes. Yeah, as you said, we will see. So with that being said, we skip leader transfers in the first, and I have the prescription of Loring and Stevenson doing leader activations. So let me wish you the best of luck, sir.
Best of luck to you as well.
Thank you. Yeah, I will. I'll start with Loring up here, and he will activate everybody, including Baldwin. So we'll just drag a box over them, activate everyone. I'll get a marker there, and we'll give them a march. So here's their march, +2 with a minimum of 3 in the first, if I remember that correctly. So here we go. Wow, well, there you go. So the march first will be Buford with Loring, and they will attack the 95th Ohio. Gotta get my paper already. Let's see what we got here. I don't think I need the... We'll do a normal attack. I think that's what you did. So normal attack, we've got +3 for tactic and +5 for 6 to 1, and it's a -2 crossing that river, so it's a -2 for that. You have no artillery. I don't see anything else, so I see 8 up and 2 down for +6. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. So this is maybe the safe spot, but even if I roll a 1 and you roll a 6, which could happen, that's a blunt. So here we go. Here's a +6 attack. It's a 9.
And he's dead.
He's dead. Okay. Those poor Ohio boys, they don't last long. All right.
No.
There we go. Okay, so I got a +7 on that. I did not expend anything, so I have 6 left. So they will go forward. They get the advance for free.
Yep.
Let's go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Featherstone will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tillman will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Baldwin will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Stevenson now. He will activate everybody as well, except for Moore. And here's their movement. Wow. Okay.
It'd be one of those days. One of those days.
No, this is where I start strong and then the wheels just fall off. A sip of coffee for inspiration. Okay, I just don't like this area here. So we got 8 movement for them. Stevenson and Barton go first. They will simply go 1, 2, 3, 4. Your one's out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. W. Reynolds will go 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2 rather, 3, 4. 3, 4 to there. And then an additional 4. So, with 8, yes, he could get there. Okay.
And Reynolds could get to Cummings as well, then, I believe.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, he could. They both could. I just, that I see that +4 in my brain, and I just,
Yeah.
That was good. Thank you. Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
Remember that.
Mm-hmm. I'll remember it. I got a long memory. Okay, here's our first real initiative. And it's mine. I'm going to go with the numbers here. I'm just going to activate Lee to 2. And he'll activate with leadership. He gets a 4. So he goes 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
Okay. Well, this is what I was. See, once this happens, now, I did not get my ferry built.
Right, and just to remind folks at home, I get nothing on the first turn. I can still try, but I get no modifier. Turn 2, I get a -1, and then 3 and 4, I get a -2.
How badly do I want to make this? Despite having many hours looking at this, I still don't know what I want to do here. We'll start with McPherson, Logan, and Crocker. Movement +1, 5. We'll start with Logan. We'll go with McPherson. They're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Crocker's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to their initiative. That's yours.
I will get the 20th Mississippi moving. Here's their movement +1. It's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Initiative. That's mine again. Mississippi again. Movement. There you go, 12. You get there from here. Man, this road right here, this is the most annoying thing on this whole map. You gotta go around. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Initiative. That's yours.
A Crocker to fatigue 2. Here's his movement. 6. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 to there. Initiative. Mine. Take McPherson and Logan. Here's their movement. 6 also. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
Well, we've got ourselves a foot race. I will activate Walker over in Jackson with Walker. Here's his movement plus 2. 6. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative. That's low ties. That is yours.
I'll take Logan to fatigue 3. Here's his movement. 3. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. That's yours again.
And we will have Walker activate again. His movement. 6, 1, 2 to there. But we'll stop there for the moment. Initiative. Yours.
Oh, an extend march on Logan.
Oh, okay.
And he flips. Or if I'd rolled it when I was supposed to, he'd have been fine. It's the price you pay. It's just the price you gotta pay sometimes. Okay, we'll take Crocker to fatigue 3. Here's his movement. He gets 6. Here's his extend. He's okay. So he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
I will have Greg march. Here's movement. Nice. He's got 7. So he'll go 1, 2,
Oh.
3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
Yeah, we'll take Crocker to fatigue 4. Here's his movement. It's 5. I guess you'd make your decision after I roll for extend march. This would be plus 2.
Huh?
He's okay. So he's got 5 movement points. What would the 3rd Kentucky like to do?
Yes, we will get out of there. So they will flip. And we get a -2 to this roll. That's nice. They lose 2 though. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we'll go 5 and 6 to there.
I'll enter Raymond. Initiative.
It's high ties.
High ties for you.
Oops, I forgot to give him 1. There we go. Okay, we'll take Greg to 2. Here's movement. It's 3. Go 1, 2, and 3 to there. Can't quite get there. Initiative. That's mine. I will have the 20th Mississippi march to 3. Movement. 9. Here's extended march. It's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Initiative. That's yours.
I'll have Huddle March. Here's this movement. It's a 3. He's going to go 1, 2 to there.
You don't trust me? That hurts me, Roger.
Well, I don't trust you.
You'd
He's a little
think
too.
you think I'm gonna go after that little guy next? Come on.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do actually.
Yeah. You're absolutely correct. I was totally going for it.
Initiative. That's mine. Okay, let's see. What to do about McClellan down here? Let's get Blair moving, I think. So he gets a +1 by rule, special rule. Go 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative. That's yours.
I'm going to pass.
Blair can still keep moving. Let's go back to Blair. Take him to fatigue 2. Here's his movement. 3. Talk about terrible road network. Okay, I think I'm going to go this route. 1, 2, and 3 to Buena Vista. Initiative. That's yours.
I will pass again.
We'll take ransom. And he's going to go 3. 1, 2, 3. Initiative. Take ransom to fatigue 2. Here's his movement. +1. Oh, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. Initiative. Yours.
I'll continue to pass.
Take the, where is he? There it is, 4th Iowa. You go 9. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Initiative. Mine. Take him to T2. Just movement. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. It's mine again. Let me see where we're at here. I'm going to pass.
And I will pass as well. So the big question becomes, do I try to build a pontoon bridge with more, or do I try to repair the ferry? I know one was slightly more advantageous than the other as far as expediency. Okay. So right now, having no modifiers per the scenario, it's more advantageous to try the pontoon. I mean, they're the same. They're exactly the same.
They're exactly the same.
Later on, it will be better to try to repair the ferry. For this one, I will attempt a pontoon bridge.
Okay.
So it's as you said, I get a +2 to the roll, and I need basically a 1, 2, or 3 to build the bridge. So here's the roll. Let me give him a modifier activation, and here's the roll. It does not. Okay, so no points, Gryffindor. I will hit the sunshine recovery. Everyone's recovered, and now at the end of the turn activation phase, we give you 4 points for Raymond. So we'll do that here. 4 points for you.
And for people out there in Vassal or who are watching us, Patrick put a fatigue on more so he doesn't entrench automatically. Is why you don't do that normally in the game. You just
right. The more you know in Vassal.
But it's a nice way to keep it from having to go back and.
Well, we did all that in 25 minutes. So turn 1 done. On to turn 2. You get some leader transfers.
Yeah, I'll transfer McClellan to. He's going to go to Carr. Sherman's going to stay. Let's see, Sherman and Grant. I'll bring Grant down to McClellan. Deals now breastworks 2, so I'll bring Sherman up to Tuttle. And McPherson will stay where he is. So that's it for me.
Well, sir, let's see. A.J. Smith is dug in now, so that would take every bit of that. And I have a feeling, since you're going to be like that, we'll take Stevenson to Cumming. And I'll bring Pemberton down to Baldwin. And that is all I've got. Yep, that's all I'm going to do. Why don't you give us the first initiative for turn 2?
Okay. It's yours.
All right. Well, do I try to sap him out knowing that you're going to attack me? So Stevenson will attempt an assault on A.J. Smith. So we'll put them both to there. So here's the assault attempt. It comes off. He will now ask Pemberton for a grand assault. And that is refused, sadly. So I've got a +1 for assault. I got +1 tactical. You have a roll for artillery and Los. It is used. Okay. And we'll go through the flank, but we know that's a a lost cause. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one will come off because of presence of a friendly, and then this one and this one will come off because I do not have a Zoc into, or I have a restricted Zoc into Los. So there is no flank. But that's a good exercise to do, kids. And ratio, I have a -1 because I did not get the coverage that I needed. So I see 2 up and 2 down for a +0.
Yes.
All right. +0 attack. Here we go. Bam! 6.
Wow. Okay, come on. Give me something decent. Yes, 3 6s in a row. Wow.
No, literally,
the
game hates me. It dangles it out there, as you said last week. It dangles it out. Hey, you got a chance, kid. No, so it's a 0, and I am repulsed utterly. So let's look at
that's a disorganized for me.
And I am 11, so that's a 1D for me. So I will take it off of coming, and they will both get completely fatigued out. Flip, leaving me wide open for a counterattack, and I give you that. Well, you gotta try. You gotta spend money to make money, as we say. Initiative. That's yours.
So yeah, we'll take Hovey to fatigue 1. He'll use his entrenchments.
Yep.
I'll roll for movement. It's 2. So he has just enough to get in there, and he's not going to try anything after that. Initiative. That's mine. So yeah, okay. So McClernand's wow, 4. Not even a 5. So I have to get a 1 or a 2 to bring them both in.
Well, it's into Los, so.
Yeah, I have to get a 1.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me about Los.
Yep.
So I could cover artillery with Hovey. Let's take a look at the chart here. So they're both in the same column. So yeah, we'll make the attempt. McClernand will attempt a core assault with Hovey. Here's the attempt. +1. It's a 4, which for core assaults, that's okay. I will attempt a grand assault with Grant. Again, +1. It does not come off. So this is going to be a type of a +1. Tactical is even. I have 4 artillery pieces to your 2, so in low terrain, that's a no effect. I have 5 hexes covered, but 1's going to come off. So I have a flank of a +1. Ratio is covered 9 to 6. And that's all I see is a final of a +2.
+2.
And it's 4.
Okay, come on, let me have a 6 on this one too. No, I rolled my 1. I've got a 6 and a 1. Yay!
Oh, that's a +3 result.
Right, so I'm just no loss on me, I don't think. Let's see.
You're good.
And I just have to vacate, so we will just go 1 and 2 to there.
Hovey is going to get 2 fatigues. And do I want to stick him in the middle there like that? Yeah, we'll advance. Hovey and McClernand will go with him. Right, we'll stay where he is. Initiative. That's mine. Okay, McPherson will activate Logan. and Crocker. So Crocker will need an extend march. Here's the movement. It's 5. Crocker will go first. Here's his extend. He's okay. I'm going to force march Crocker. Here's his force march roll. So he doesn't lose a manpower, but he gains an additional 2. So he could go 7 hexes. We'll go this way. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. He has 2 remaining. What would the 3rd Kentucky like to do?
We'll retreat. So here is a -2 to this roll. Nicely done, boys. So you lose the last 2.
Okay, that's all right.
And we'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there.
Okay, McPherson has 5. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
Greg is going to activate. He's going to go 4. We'll go 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. That is High Ties. That's mine. 20th Mississippi will march. Here's movement. Want to go. They will go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
Take Logan to fatigue 2. Here's his movement. +1. 5. Here's his extend, which is +1. He's okay. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative. It's mine. Take Crocker to fatigue 3. Here's his movement. It's 3. Here's his extend +2. So that's 7 on a 10. That could be painful. Yes, greater than or equal to 10 is 2, and that is based on manpower, not combat. So it's going to be lose 2. But he does go 1, 2, and 3 to there. He has nothing left. Initiative. That's mine. So yeah, we'll take Logan to fatigue 3. And he'll make an assault on Clinton and Walker B. It's not Los, so there's no modifier. It's a 3, so it comes off. So this is going to be type's going to be a +1. Tactical is even. Ratio is 8-3, so I get a ratio of +1. Artillery is 4-1, so artillery is covered. I have a flank. I have 5 hexes covered, and nothing comes off, so I get a flank of +2. And there's no terrain, so the final is going to be a +4.
+4.
Here's the attack. It's 7.
Defense. So, you get me out of there.
Yeah. +2 result.
+2 on 8.
I'm on 8, so that's probably going to be a manpower loss. Yep.
It is. And for me, nothing. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, flip. We have to go 1. Which way do I wish to go? This one gives me more options of road network, so
yeah,
we'll go that way. Okay, and you took a manpower loss.
Okay. Yep, I took a manpower loss, so we're going to advance into Clinton.
Okay.
Initiative. That's yours.
Colquitt will march, so he'll go 6, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
4th Iowa. Go 7. Let's take him up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Initiative. Line. Take the 6 Missouri. He goes 3 hexes. That's just dandy. So he'll go 1, 2, and 3 to there. Initiative. It's yours.
I'll have Greg march. Go to 2. Here's movement +1. 4. We'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Initiative. That's mine again. I'll have Greg march to 3. Here's movement. And here's extended march. Of course. Of course. Alright, so damn it. You just can't ever get a break sometimes. He'll go Zoc to Zoc and lose a manpower. Initiative. That's high ties, that's mine. Colquitt go to 2. Here's movement. And he will simply go to there. Initiative, it's yours.
We'll have the 4th Iowa go to fatigue 2. And he's going to put up a flanks refused. Because I believe you now have 6 hexes covered.
I did, yeah.
That'll take that down to a +1 flank. Initiative. That's mine. 6 Missouri. 10. That's better. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Initiative. That's mine. Take ransom. Gets a +1. And buddy. 2. Initiative. Ransom again. Gets a +1. Okay. 1, 2. Initiative. Low ties go to me. Blair. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Yours.
I don't know what's steaming more over here on this side, my coffee or me. I'm incredibly annoyed by. Honestly, it knows. It's sentient. It's the AI in there, and it's just like, oh, let's. I went from a wonderful possibility of a +4 flank all the way down to a 1. But one shining moment there with Clinton. It's great. I honestly don't even care at this point. Sometimes you just got to do a rebel yell and say Walker's going to take Greg to 4. Rolls, gets a 6. Here's extended march. He's okay. He's going to transfer. And he's going to make a prepared attack on Clinton. Because it doesn't work when I try to be subtle. So I got a +1 prepared. I've got a +1 final flank because I've got everything covered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This comes off because it's friendly, and then that reduces a +2 to a +1, so +1 final flank. I've got, let's see, negatives now. I've got 1 piece of artillery to your 4, so that's -1 in rolling, and I've got 3 to 7, which is like a -2 now.
2 up and 3. Okay, for a final of a -1. Okay.
Yeah, final -1.
I was getting to a 0. I thought it was a +0. So yeah. Okay. Yep.
Okay. Here's -1. Yeah. So I mean, it honestly does not matter what I do anymore.
So
it really does not matter. It's a -4. I mean, I'm just.
So that's.
There are days, Roger, when you're, and you know, because you've had them too, where your PMC, your personal morale check, it's just tested by the fact that it doesn't matter what strategy or tactics you attempt to adopt sometimes. The die roller is just going to throw water in your face. So -4 on 3 is 2. Rebel yell indeed. Thanks.
So I think we're even on manpower now?
We are, yeah. So that was just absolutely pointless. All right, initiative. It's mine. I'll pass.
I'll take Blair T2. Here's his movement +1. 3. He is not allowed to force march.
Correct.
So he's just going to go 1, 2, and 3. Initiative. Yours.
Pass.
I'll take Blair to fatigue 3. Here's his movement. 7. Oh, extend. +1. He's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Initiative. That's yours.
Pass.
I'll pass as well.
Okay, so let's try more again. But this time I'm going to do the ferry repair. I get a -1 to this roll. So here's the roll. No, it's net +1. So yeah, it's a 7. It's a fail. Nothing else. Hit and recover. Okay. Turn indication phase. You get 8 points for Clinton now. So that takes you up to 12. So put that there. And that there. Okay. So you are at, I showed 12 points.
Yeah. Okay.
So now is the pivot point, I guess. We'll see. Leader transfers.
I'll move Sherman back to Steel. And I think that's going to be it for everybody else. Leave Grant where he is. Yeah, that's it for me on that.
So I will move Walker out to Colquitt. And that is it for me. So here's our first initiative. That's High Ties. That's mine. Strategic situation here. You are in a position to just sit. But I know you're not going to sit. You're going to go for the next big step point, which is either Jackson or Edwards. Walker's got to stay there to defend. Maxie is available. I guess the sense that is what I should do here. It's not a great place to go on the offensive here, especially with extended marches being what they are. Reynolds and Cummings with Stevenson. We'll go to 2. Here's the movement. 6. So Cumming will go first. Stevenson will stay with him. Here's extended march. He's okay. They're going to end up at the same spot, so
yeah, it's fine.
That. Reynolds is extend. That's fine. So they're going to go there. Initiative. That's yours.
Wait, Osterhuus with McClernand. He loses his entrenchment that he's been working so hard on. He's just going to do a min move to there. Initiative. That's mine. Low ties go to me. Colonel attempt a core assault on Stevenson using Hovey. Here's the attempt. +1. Comes off. And we will attempt a grand assault with Grant +1. That does come off. So we'll throw Osterhuus into the attack. So this is going to be a type of a +1. Tactical is even. So I have a +4 artillery, so no effect. I have 17 to your 6. So just a ratio of a plus. And that's all I see. There's obviously no flank. So the final's a +2.
+2?
3. This might cost me.
Will it though? Oh, hey!
So it's a -2.
-2.
He fatigued you a little bit.
Things are looking up.
And it cost me 2D. So that was probably not a wise move on my part.
Yes, I get a small fatigue for both.
So I guess I'll take 1 off of each guy. I went the wrong way with that. I was confused. So 1 off of him. 1 off of him. Pick 2 fatigues. And they do flip. And he flips. But I was trying to just demoralize you a little more. Initiative. That's yours.
I am going to pass.
Interesting. So we'll activate the 6th Iowa. 6th Missouri, I'm sorry. Just a die roll. 6. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there. Initiative. Yours.
Have Maxi march. Oh, Maxi. Here's movement plus 1. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Initiative. Yours.
6 Missouri. Actually, I won't take the 6 Missouri. Yeah, I will take the 6 Missouri. See if we can get the next initiative here. 6. He's just going to go 1 and 2 to there. Initiative. That's yours. Oh, well.
Well, I guess we gotta take Colquitt. So here's movement plus 2. It's 8. He has no extended march. What would 6 Missouri like to do?
We'll fall back.
Okay.
Flip to disorganize. So he has a creek, so it's going to be a +1, but he's a small, so it's a -1 in.
Yeah, net -1. Yep.
3. So I don't think that affects you at all, right?
I'd lose 1.
2, 3, and 4 to there.
So I have 7 total now, huh?
Charge the guns!
Not today, Satan! Yeah, we'll just march in place, that's fine. Initiative. That's mine. Maxi again. Go to 2. Movement. 4. And he... Let's see, where do I need him to go? Need him to go this way. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Initiative. That's yours.
Take Logan and Crocker. Here's their movement +1. It's 4. And Logan will go first. Here's his extend +1. That's a 6 on an 11. I think it's going to be a manpower loss, right?
Yeah.
Just 1 manpower loss. So they're going to go... First one will go with Logan. So they're going to go 1 to there. And Crocker's going to go to there. Initiative. That's mine. Take Crocker to T2. Here's his roll for movement and extend. He's okay. He's just going to go to there. Initiative. It's yours. You may be on mute.
Of course I'm on mute. I took Colquitt to 2. He rolled a 1. So that's 3 total. So we'll just go... Damn it. Alright, we'll go 1, 2, and 3. Initiative. That's yours.
Well, I guess I should see how far these guys can go. So we'll take Crocker and Logan to Teak 3. Here's their movement +1. It's 3. Logan will go first. Here's his extend +1. And McPherson will go with Crocker. Logan will lead the way. +1. +2 to this roll. With 3 movement points. 8 on 10. That's going to be a killer. 3 manpower losses. Wow. You know, I could have just passed, which is what I should have been doing. 1, 2, 3. And Crocker's extend +2. 5. He's actually okay. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. That's mine. Wait, taking fatigue 4?
Yeah, I mean it's all working out. Keep doing it.
See if I can get to Jackson.
You take Jackson, we're done.
+1 for the movement is 5. Start with Crocker. So this is going to be a +4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's okay. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. I have 2 remaining, so this will be a normal attack. So it's 5 to 1, so the ratio is +4. And the tactical's +2. No artillery. So this is going to be a +6 attack.
That is correct.
Okay. It's a 9.
And rolling. Okay. And you take Jackson.
Here's Logan's extend +4. That's a 10 on a 6. Is 2 manpower losses. He's got 1, 2, 3. I guess I better put him in there. 4 and 5. Initiative. That's yours.
I'll pass.
I'll take the 4th Iowa. Go 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative. Yours.
Continue to pass.
Oh, okay. 4th Iowa again.
I mean, at the end of the turn, we're going to call it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey. It's all window dressing at this point. Yeah. Once you took Jackson, there's no coming back from that. So let's put a final pin in on this one. We will give you the victory points that you are owed. So you get another 5 points for Jackson. Perfect. 17, and then you're at -2, so net 15,
yep.
Which was I'm guessing substantive.
I think it's decisive. I think at this point.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Great.
Decisive.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a very narrow scale there, from 7 to 15 to go from marginal to. As the victor, I'm going to let you talk about this one as a whole. We'll discuss the entire scenario. I have some thoughts and notes on it between last week and this week, just in toto. But obviously, I have now won it as the Union. You have won it as the Union. My thoughts are certainly going to be completely colored by my rolling today and things like that, but we're going to put that aside and we'll discuss that on the side. But let's talk about this scenario as a whole. What are your thoughts now, having played very successfully and very methodically the Union in this one today?
Well, first of all, if you want to roll for your ferry and see if you take points off, I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Here's the roll for the ferry.
-2 now.
2 now, a +2, so it's a net. So I just need a 1 through 5. And
oh wow!
Because the universe is
really
telling me something, right? It really does hate me, Roger. The universe of Vassal is not my friend. Anyway, so at least we tried that. Maybe Holger or somebody's like, you might get -2. Yeah. So yeah, instead of being a substantive, it is still a decisive. I will turn the spotlight over and let you discuss your thoughts.
Yeah, I came into today thinking I'm gonna see if I can get Jackson. Go to Raymond and then go to Clinton, fake to Bolton, and see if I could get you to move over there to defend that. And then I figured after our discussion you would not fight for Raymond.
Right.
If you stayed in Raymond, then I was going to just bypass it and go straight to Jackson. The one thing I was trying to look at was, can I abandon the -2, especially down here at Cayuga and Crossroads? And I decided you just can't. You can't abandon. You can't give up those 8 points just right off the bat, because if you do, then that just frees up too many Confederate forces. And so, yeah, I think this is really hard on the Confederacy to win. I think I'm going to see if I can find the notes that Chris Withers passed on me on this one. But I think it's just really tough because there's just too many holes in the dike.
Absolutely, there are delta points. I'm gonna take my thoughts here between last week and this week, and I'm remembering some of them. So if I go askew, please correct me. But just starting here at Crossroads, right? We got the Fisher's Ferry. That's a flip of the coin. That's a take it early and just see if if you build a pontoon bridge on turn 1, then that's potentially -6 points. So you've
Yeah.
got that as a, wow, the universe loves me, or the universe is kind of indifferent to me. Cool. All right. So we take that. You did that last week, and you also suffered the same fate. You never got a ferry repair. So that one is kind of a net balance, I think. You, however, last week were very successful. You set up the Stevenson attack. You forced me out of there, and I spent the entirety of my time trying to get it back or to offset that. I, sadly, was unable to do that, and you immediately clapped back with McClernand. So that was one of those things where, you should be able to do, but because the Los prevents you from getting a flank and just all of those other things, I think you did it right. You got a really good attack here, even with Pemberton far away, but you had, I think, 2 or 3, or at least a brigade or 2 in there all at the same time. So that worked for you. I was unable to get Cayuga, so that left you in a position where you could just focus on other things, which you and I both did the same thing by moving McPherson off in his expeditionary role. And I thought what you did today was great. We both kind of started the same approach where you sent Crocker this way and Logan this way. And I think with a combination of mixed die rolls for me last week and you with some great ones, you immediately got up to Raymond. Or you went around Raymond, which was excellent, because that is the, okay, now I've got to worry, is he going to go for Bolton and Clinton? The big moment here was Crocker was here, or here.
Yeah,
he got the 6, and he immediately put it right there, whereas my next move, I was planning to bring either Greg up to, I could just kind of see what you're doing, bring him up here, that way I could cover one or both, and get Walker moving, and try to do exactly what I did, was to get ahead of you, and it was working okay, but you just got some clutch moments with them, and you got up there. The feint I thought was excellent. I put my unit here just to protect you from coming back, but in my heart of heart, I knew you were building the Clinton flank up there. I'm sad, I'm annoyed, I'm despondent, and everything with, it's just that series of unfortunate events. Like, okay, you got the roll to bring Greg up. Cool. All right, well, I have to go Zoc to Zoc. Okay, I'm with it. Oh, you failed your EM right there.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to lose. I needed that 1 manpower to prevent it from being a 1 to 2 to a 1 to 3, and at that point, I was like, are you serious? I can't even set it. And then you got that next initiative. You put up the flanks refused, and this beautiful ultimately +3 becomes a +1. It's one of those things where this cascading annoyance of like, okay, come on, die. I don't ask a lot of the die roll. I don't want 6s all the time, but I would like consistency of not getting a 1 or a 6 at the wrong time. And it just knows, man. It's like, oh, Patrick's trying to set up a beautiful flank. Forget it. Not gonna happen. And then you get a couple of, it's the opposing part of make a plan, execute a plan. Okay, the plan's not going to work. It's not a bad plan. It's the constant narrative of failure. It's like, oh, it's so maddening. And then, okay, I just need Walker to get in front of you here to prevent you from just walking into Jackson. Nope, roll a 1. Okay. I just need an initiative to get one of these units in front of him. Nope. And yeah, and I'm sorry that this sounds like a diatribe of belly aching on this one. It's just, I think that shows that these scenarios are so incredibly well tuned and balanced that it's a difficult situation, exacerbated even more by, like, if you just get a streak of small bad luck here and there, it can just throw it to the other side. So it's not swingy, but it is very influenced by a couple of clutch moments on the dice, and then you, as an experienced player, you exploit that. So it's one of those things where it's just maddening. It's like, okay, I'm not a complete dunce in this game, but you should never rely on the dice, and we said it last time. Always assume that your attack is going to roll a 1. Always, always, always. That's my mantra. I'm going to roll a 1 on that. So you want to get those modifiers up to at least a 3 or a 4, so it's not the worst thing in the world. And choosing the battles accordingly. I think they are encouraging some kind of, and you did it last week, some kind of offensive stuff here with Loring and his brigades. I don't know how much they can press against this wall, because you even said it. It's like Tuttle and Steele, man. That's 21, 22 manpower, and you're not gonna and we foolishly let them get dug in. So if they get dug in, any of these units, forget it. That's it. They're gonna sit on Auburn or New Auburn. So I think you did it perfectly last week, where you managed to get around and force your way into one of those to elicit a reaction. Other than that, I just think that they're so well crafted that if anything goes askew, it really will be this avalanche of, now how do I get out of this hole? But it's not insurmountable. It's just you need a couple of things to go your way, and sadly that was not happening for me today. So, but I do enjoy it. I just I want to. Did you say you had notes from Chris on the playtest?
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at it that the Rebs did win a couple. It looks like they won. In fact, one guy's comment here was they felt it was the best scenario that they played because of the fact that you've got offensive. Both sides can take the offense or defense. It looked like they got into a back and forth over these 4 crossroad areas and ended up the CSA managed to snag them early and hold on. So I think, and one guy's just basically saying, he won as a Reb because they were willing to take those +1 attacks.
Yeah.
And got them successfully.
I think there's a difference between an offense prone CSA player will do calculated risks and say, you know what, I'm going to go right for him. Cool. If Loring comes out of the gate and gets that second initiative, I did. I got the first free initiative, and I was like, okay, should I come up here and threaten? If I were a more offense-oriented player, I would have done that, and then make you react and kind of set things up, because we're not going to get a lot of flanks. You're between the Los down there and the street networks up here. You're not going to get those good things unless you get an incredible string of lucky initiatives to go around somebody and do this or whatever. I think that is what he's talking about. I, on the other hand, I get frustrated because it's like, okay, now I'm put in a position where I have to make something out of nothing. And I've got to try to dance along the edge and get these units all around Clinton in just such a way where any one piece fails and the whole thing falls apart. And then you make a frustration attack.
Yeah.
Damn it, I'm going to run for it. And then it comes out exactly. You might get lucky, but you're probably not going to get lucky. So that's hard for me because I do get frustrated on that. It's like, why do I even bother planning?
Well, I think what you did was, you just needed to get that initiative before I did. I think one of the things that playing you has helped me a lot was kind of seeing, like, okay, I got my Cav unit up there. It's 1 manpower, and it is very gamey. And then you got that small Cav unit, so that flanks refused for the whole hex.
Exactly. You've done that twice now.
But that's a tool in your toolbox to not forget about. And I think it's, and I got just enough pips to get into Jackson there at the end.
Yeah. And that was the counterpoint to that was just keep the wide net around there. And if I can keep that net solid, and you managed to force me out of here, and once I couldn't get back in front of you, game over. Yeah.
It can be very frustrating. I mean, I had a very similar experience yesterday playing the Petersburg campaign.
Here's a philosophical question for you, and I was just thinking about this now. Which is worse in your mind, when you are the one responsible for getting points and you do a bad attack and you lose manpowers and you're losing points that way, or if you're the defender, and the other person has to get points and you make bad attacks and you're giving them points? Which philosophically is worse in your brain? Because I know I hate, like, on this situation here where I'm just, making a bad attack and I'm helping you, I mean, it's really kind of one and the same, but there's, depending on which side you're on, it's like, I'm working against myself or I'm helping the guy, right? Yeah.
I guess the worst is like when I'm looking at an attack that's not a good attack, and I'm thinking, okay, I don't need to make this, but I play that, okay, but he could do this, he could do that, he could do this other thing. And so I feel like I've got to make this bad attack in order to offset something that he might do, and it goes south. And suddenly the other player just doesn't have to do anything at all. It's like,
Exactly.
it's game over because
Right.
you're, instead of saying, okay, maybe I should not do this. I mean, I think that's, as a game, I think that's where this series has captured me, is the amount of variability between the various games. The historical, obviously, attraction is there for me as well, but the game part of it is the variety that you can get out of this series. Is, with the very way they've built the historical part into it, changes how you play each title.
I will say that this title has presented me, and probably some of this is because this is still new and fresh in each one of these scenarios. I'm coming in cold, but I think that the tactical challenges, or at least the puzzle element on each one of these scenarios, has been significant. And I don't mean that it's should be a turnoff for new players to the series. I would think if I came into the series as a novice and I was playing this title, I would be getting a far more enriching education about different considerations than if I just came into it as you and I did way back. Way back. Most people come in at Stonewall Jackson's Way or Hood Strikes North, whatever, where the tactical and strategic considerations are here. Thunder on the Mississippi now, because of all of the elements that they're introducing, not Chrome per se, but all of the command decisions that Grant had during this campaign, I think are abstracted pretty well into this, and the terrain modifiers with Los and all of that have really made this one very challenging in my brain, because it's not just open maneuver, firstest with the mostest. It's okay, there's going to be consequences for if you fail this, because I think the retribution aspect is pretty severe. In this one, I'm totally, when you got up there to Clinton, and I was like, okay, he's at 4, I'm going to try to make him pay and get him out of there before the end of the turn. I think I can do it, but it's got to go just so. The last thing I wanted to mention on this one, just coming back to the whole, not die roller per se, but the concept that I see discussions of people playing the series. You came from this background of playing it solo, right? You didn't have an opponent, or you didn't have opposed play. If you think about it this way, philosophically again, when you are playing against an opponent, you are actually playing against two things. You're playing against the decisions of that opponent and the random chance introduced by the die roller and the dice, the elements. When you're playing it solo, you're basically only playing against the random elements of the dice, right? You know what you're going to do. I'm going to do this, then I'm going to counter it with that, and it's kind of net zero balance. But when you're playing opposed, you really are. You've got two opponents against you, and you've got to do your best to overcome both. And so far, I'm about equal with you now, and the die roller is just always going to be like, no, sir. Not today. But we hope you all enjoyed Scenario 5 here. Please take a moment to leave all your comments and feedback and errors that we missed. Hopefully I caught them in editing, but sometimes I let one slip through. Of course, congratulate Roger again on very, very good Union play on this one, and we're going to move on to our next scenario, of course. And want to take a moment to interact with us again. Comment section's there for you. If you've never clicked that subscribe button, today's the day to do it. We've had a whole mess of people starting to follow us on social media now. Some things have changed in the wind, so if we have new viewers out there that have never seen this before, like, subscribe, and all of that, just to get YouTube to put this into your feed. And if you want to make a monetary contribution, we've got a Ko-Fi link down there. We certainly appreciate it, but we don't expect it. But we will put your name up in lights every time on the wall. Roger, any final thoughts to send them out the door?
No, I think we've talked quite a bit about this one, and I look forward to our next adventure, which I believe is Grant Moves West.
Grant Moves West. Well, he's already in the West, so apparently this is from Jackson over to Vicksburg, I suspect. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I will take a look at it this week. I will be taking the Union first. So you have a great week, man.
You too. Talk to you later.
Bye.